Hey, and welcome back. I am Marshawn Olaniyo. Today we are talking about how to improve your relationship with these 5 healthy habits. So before we jump in, let me just introduce myself really quickly. I'm Marshawn Olaniyo. I help Black Christian women to shift their mindset, shift the way that they're showing up, as well as shift their perspective in the world, because it's that important. If you need some help, definitely reach out to your girl. Now let's jump into these 5 healthy habits that are going to improve your relationship. The first one is respect. Now, respect for men is what we deem as to be and feel loved as women. A research study was out there where 72% of men that were surveyed said that they would rather feel respected and unloved versus feeling loved and disrespected. So being respected for men is high on their priority. Is this also something that needs to happen in every relationship? Now, don't get it twisted. Women need to feel respected as well, and men also need to feel loved. However, the scale in which they need to feel each item is different. Men need, not want, they need to feel respected. Women need, not want, to feel love. So they both need something. It's just willing. It is just they're wanting it to know if their partner is willing to give them exactly what they need, so they can feel like they are a part of a healthy relationship. Again, so that's habit number 1. The second habit that is going to improve your relationship the most is to inquire. What does that mean? Inquire what's going on with your partner. Now, a research actually shows, and I don't want to mess up who actually did the study, but I'll just say that when your partner kind of makes this noise, kind of like they're thinking and they like, or man, they're over there sighing, right? They're making noises. This is where couples connect the most, right? And so the research study shows that when your partner kind of makes that noise and you lean in and you ask what he is feeling or she is feeling, that is where the bond deepens the most, the connection heightens the most, because the couples that stay together, the couples that feel the most understood, the most connected, the most love, the most intimacy, are able to make that noise, and the partner stops what they're doing because they recognize what is actually happening, and they give the partner the opportunity to open up with what's actually on their brain. They lean in to what is actually not being said because they know that something is going on. They know that their partner is struggling with something, because usually that sigh means that they need some type of attention, some type of time, some quality leaning in, understanding them more, and just being open and receptive to what they're actually dealing with. So the second habit is to inquire what is actually happening and leaning in when you do just that. The third one is to give each other space. Give each other space. Now, this was something that I had to learn, because when I was dating, this was one of the things that men would complain about, because I did not understand I did not understand me time. I would pout when it was time for them to get and recharge, right? Their me time, to go off into whatever world they needed to go off into, to do man stuff, so he could come back recharged and then ready to receive all of me, all of my emotions, all of my energy. I had no concept that there was some me time or space needed for the two of us, right? I didn't realize that that was also the time that you, the person, me in this case, should have been going away and evaluating how I felt about the interaction that him and I had together, as well as if we were on the first couple of dates, evaluate if I want to continue dating. It was time that I didn't realize was very important, not only for him, but it was also important for me to evaluate my emotions, evaluate where I'm at, evaluate if I want to continue to date this person, evaluate if I want to walk away. Like, it's a whole lot of evaluation that comes into it when you're in the dating stage. When you're in the relationship / marriage stage, it may mean something different, but each time you have to go away and do your own thing so you feel like an individual, so you can maintain your independence. So then you also can come back and say, hey, I was thinking about X, Y, and Z. Can we have a conversation about it? This is what I'm bringing to the table. This is what I want to discuss. This is why I felt this way. This is, can we talk about some, can we solve some things? Can we resolve some things? That is a time for you to do all of that, or at least to go away so you can think about all of these things without the two of your emotions intertwining and interfering, right? So giving each other space is the third one, so you can remain an individual as well as keep and maintain your own independence. The fourth habit of healthy relationships is emotional support. You have to be able to support your spouse emotionally. Each of us need to feel this deeper connection with our spouse, because this actually offers each other this emotional support. When we offer this emotional support during the tough times, this again is when the emotional bonding happens, occurs, where you feel really connected, but you also feel heard, you feel understood, you feel appreciated, you feel seen. You feel seen, right? And many of us want to feel seen. Many of us don't feel seen in our relationships. Many of us don't feel heard in our relationships. And this is what one of the things that's actually killing our relationships. And so in order to get away from killing our relationships and lean in even more, we have to be willing as well as ready to be emotionally intertwined and connected with our spouse. So offering that emotional support when your partner is crying, or again, that leaning in that I was talking about, when they're sighing, you're leaning in, you're offering your shoulder, your proverbial shoulder, or even your literal shoulder, because maybe they really need to cry on it. But the point is that you are there. They know that they can depend on you. They can depend on your support. Even if something goes wrong, they can depend on your support. You're there. So emotional support is habit number 4 that can improve your relationship, especially if you're lacking in it. And then habit number 5, in order to have a healthy relationship, is to problem solve. This is where the two of you are understanding that the issues that you face, it is about the problem and not about the other person. You two are facing the problem together as teammates versus fighting one another, literally or figuratively, arguing with one another about the things that they didn't do, about the things that you want to make them feel guilty about for not doing the things that they said they're going to do. Like, that is not the time to bring that up. It is, the problem is this. Me and you, how can me and you work together as teammates so we can overcome said problem, so we can come up with a solution so we never have to deal with said problem again, or it's less the next time around, right? Because we are creatures of habit. We end up doing some dumb stuff over and over again until one day it actually clicks in here. Sometimes it takes longer than others, but the point is, now that we had a conversation about this and I understand where you're coming from, you were quiet enough to let me speak, and now I'm giving that to you. I'm quiet while you're speaking so we both can have a better understanding of where each other is coming from. And the truth of the matter is this: sometimes you may not be able to resolve that conversation. This may need to have, the conversation may need to continue later on, and that's okay. But if you implement these 5 healthy habits into your relationship, then you will be able to improve your relationship. I am Marshawn Alanio. I am a shift relationship strategist where I help Black women to shift their mindset, shift their perspective, and shift the way that they're showing up in this life so they can be better moms, better women, better people to themselves, as well as create better relationships or all of their relationships. And if you need some help, definitely reach out to your girl. I love you guys, and there's nothing that you can do about it. And I will see you in the next video. Deuces, y'all.